Do you read books written by men? And this is not to be divisive. It's a genuine question because I saw something, I tried something, and I'm sharing it. So late 2023, I saw this video by a creator and she was saying she is so done reading books written by men. She talked about how the book that she was reading, I don't remember what book it was, but basically this guy was saying how he was sleeping on couches, scraping food to get by, and doing whatever he could to save his money. And she thought to herself, where's his kid? How is he doing all of this with a 2-year-old? And he wasn't. The child's mom had the 2-year-old. So she was like, I'm done reading books written by men when it comes to self-development or money making or mindset, because we obviously don't have the same 24 hours. I can't afford to sleep on a couch while I figure it out because I have my 2-year-old. So when I saw her post, I was like, you know what? I'm going to read books only written by women too. So I spent the majority of 2024 reading books written by women, predominantly women of color, but women. And for me, it was definitely worth it. And I have a few takeaways about reading books written by women in the self-development, money-making type of area. Number one, most of the books that I've read that were written by Black women or Asian women were this tone, this like undertone of I can't fail. I have to figure this out. Failing is not an option, right? And the books that I read that were written by white women had the undertone of why would I fail? Like I don't even know what. Now, what I will say is I definitely could relate to the I can't fail. I have to figure this out. I have to make this work. But what I also want to say is I want for all of us Black and brown girls to start waking up with the mindset of why in the world would this not happen for me? Now, I see posts like this all the time. I post positive stuff on my Instagram pages, but to spend a year reading books, and side note, I read books a lot and like my Audible subscription goes crazy. So what I mean is to spend a year reading books only written by women. It was kind of hard not to compare the struggles, if that makes sense. So anyway, my first takeaway is just that I really want for women of color to, and I know that sometimes it's hard because sometimes we do come from a place of, I can't fail, I have to figure this out. But even if we're coming from a place of, I have to make this happen, I want us to work on changing our mindset to, of course this is gonna happen. Why wouldn't this happen for me? I'm amazing, I can't fail. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. Like I want that for us. I want that for us so bad. Number two, I think that you should read We Should All Be Millionaires, written by Rachel Rogers. I want to say this was the first book that I've written. I ain't write no book. This was the first book that I've read where it was actual practical steps and guidance and information that really applied to my life personally and as a mom. It was also one of the first books that I read where a woman was like, girl, don't spend less money, spend more money, but spend it in the right places. So like if you are spending 5 hours a week going grocery shopping, and I'm just throwing out a number so y'all don't argue with me, but if you're spending 5 hours a week going grocery shopping, then spend 30 minutes a week doing Instacart and get your food delivered to you and spend those 5 hours working on your business. So spend the money that you were going to spend anyway, but spend it in a way that benefits you. Now, of course, there's other books that talk about this, and they talk about virtual assistants and they talk about outsourcing, but there's not that many books that I've read so far that talk about doing things in relation to being a mom and being a woman that will help you in your everyday life. That way you can be more present in your business life and in your different roles as a woman. So, if I didn't already say my second takeaway is start doing things to make your life easier, even if it costs you a little bit of money. Even if it's something small, just start doing things where you can buy your time back. Because when you're trying to be an entrepreneur, when you are trying to be a successful business owner, it's literally all about your time and how you spend your time. My third takeaway is women can relate to women, right? So when you're reading these books written by these women, they're not telling you not to go to Starbucks in the morning. They're not telling the books that I read. They're not telling you not to go to Starbucks in the morning. They're not telling you not to buy your expensive makeup. They're saying, girl, get the Starbucks and then sit in Starbucks and then work for 4 hours on your business. You're so much happier. You're not in the house. You're out of the house. You're working in an environment where you see people coming in and out. You're drinking your good old coffee. You're being way more productive. Or go to Dunkin' Donuts, get the coffee, come back home, feel good about the coffee that you got that you love, instead of spending the money to make it at home and every day you drink it, you're just like, this coffee is so bad. I really wish I had Dunkin' Donuts. Or spend the money, get the good coffee maker, buy the coffee that you really love, make it at home and make it beautiful and all this other stuff so it's so pleasurable. Like, do the small things that make you feel good when you start your day, because the rest of your day depends on how you started. Or buy the expensive makeup, because the expensive makeup, now, I don't wear expensive makeup. I do more expensive skincare, and I'm a Maybelline Fit Me girly. But their point is, buy the expensive makeup. Buy the skincare that's going to keep your skin looking great and youthful, instead of making cheap purchases now and then your skin looks crappy later and now you have to spend money. Either way, you're going to have to spend the money. Or if you're a mom and you're a stay-at-home mom, hire somebody to come in the house 2 days a week so that you can just do nothing if you feel like it, so that you can organize the refrigerator, whatever. But it was just a really great reminder that a lot of us women go through the same exact things. And a lot of us women feel like we have to do everything. We have to be the one to cook. We have to be the one to clean. We have to be the one to get the kids ready. We have to. Man, now I'm on a back burner. Now the stuff that I want to do, I'm too burnt out to do it. Now the stuff that I had all these plans and hopes and dreams for are just going to go out the window, or I'm going to slowly just watch the fire fizzle out in my eyes because I didn't get it done. You don't have to do that. There's this quote where it's like, you can have everything but not all at once. And it's true, but it doesn't always have to be because you're giving up so much. It can be you're giving up a little bit so that you can get so much later. I just hired a personal assistant, and I cannot lie to you, I can't afford a personal assistant right now, but I really, really need one. And I know that because I hired one, everything is going to work out. I'm going to end up being so much more productive because I have a personal assistant. This person is going to knock out everything that I don't want to do, and I'm going to have so much more time and energy to do the things that I want to do and that I need to do. And it's going to be a win-win. Okay, now I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm going to stop. But I want to say, ladies, read books this year that were written by women. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I did this last year. So my first book of this year was actually written by a man. And that book was 12 Steps to $1 Million by Ryan Morgan. And it was a great book. The thing that I loved about his book, though, was that he was just giving you straight up actionable steps to become a millionaire in the next 12 months. So literally, if you have a business, you can do it. But we'll talk about that another time. But yes, ladies, spend some time reading books written by women who have what you desire, or who are on their way working towards what it is that you want, or the lifestyle that you want, or the career goals that you want. Read the books written by them and see what they went through. See what advice other women have for you, because 9 times out of 10, they know what it's like to be hormonal. They know what it's like to have children. They know what it's like to have a husband. They know what it's like to have parents that you have to take care of. And they know all this stuff from the perspective of a woman.